Did you know that Zimbabwe's inflation rate skyrocketed by an astonishing 500% in just 1 year? Yeah, you heard that right. Prices are going up so fast that it's leaving people in a state of shock. Let's dive into this inflation crisis and see what's really going on. Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're tackling one of the biggest issues hitting Zimbabwe in 2024, its insane inflation crisis. Now, if you think inflation is just a fancy economic term, let me tell you, it's a real struggle for everyday Zimbabweans. To understand this current crisis, we need to rewind a bit and look at the history. Zimbabwe has faced severe inflation before, but 2024 seems to be taking things to a whole new level. With the economy in disarray, the impact is felt in every household. So, why is this happening now? Stick around, because we are going to break it all down. Presentation of problem/challenge. Alright, let's get into the nitty-gritty of the problems caused by hyperinflation in Zimbabwe. First off, currency devaluation is a massive issue. The Zimbabwean dollar has lost so much value that it's almost useless in everyday transactions. Imagine going to the store and finding that your favorite loaf of bread now costs 10 times what it did last month. That's the reality for many people. Then there's the soaring cost of living. Families are struggling to afford basic necessities like food, medicine, and fuel. This crisis isn't just about numbers, it's about real people facing real struggles. Many have had to change their eating habits, opting for cheaper, less nutritious options just to make ends meet. And let's not forget the impacts on daily life. Businesses are closing down, unemployment is skyrocketing, and the overall mood in the country is one of despair and uncertainty. It's a tough situation, and it's hard to see a light at the end of the tunnel. Exploration/development. Now, let's dig deeper into what's driving this inflation crisis. One major factor is government policies, or rather, the lack of effective ones. Poor economic management over the years has led to misallocation of resources and rampant corruption. Instead of investing in infrastructure or education, funds seem to vanish into thin air. External influences also play a role. Global economic factors, such as fluctuating commodity prices and foreign exchange rates, have added more fuel to the fire. Zimbabwe relies heavily on imports, and as the value of the local currency drops, these imports become astronomically expensive. And let's talk about confidence, or the lack thereof. When citizens and investors lose faith in the economy, they pull out their investments and stash their cash in foreign currencies. This creates a vicious cycle that just makes everything worse. The government has tried various measures to stabilize the economy, but many of these attempts have backfired or been poorly implemented. It's a complex web of issues, and every thread seems to lead back to the same problem, a lack of sound economic governance. Climax/key moment. Now, here's where things get interesting. Recently, there was a significant government policy change aimed at tackling this inflation crisis head-on. The government decided to introduce a new currency while trying to stabilize the Zimbabwean dollar. They're hoping that this will help regain some trust and control inflation. However, the big question is, will it actually work? Many economists are skeptical. They fear that without addressing the root causes of hyperinflation, simply introducing a new currency won't change the game. Moreover, the international community is watching closely. If they see genuine efforts towards stabilization, it could lead to much-needed foreign investment. But if not, Zimbabwe might just continue down this path of economic turmoil. It's a critical moment for the nation, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Conclusion/summary. So, to wrap things up, Zimbabwe is facing a significant inflation crisis that's wreaking havoc on the lives of its citizens. From currency devaluation to the skyrocketing cost of living, the challenges are immense. We've explored how government policies, external factors, and a lack of trust have contributed to this disaster. The recent attempts to stabilize the economy are a step in the right direction, but there's a long road ahead. Zimbabweans are resilient, and while the situation feels dire, there's still hope for recovery if the right measures are taken. Call to action, CTA. So, what do you think? Can Zimbabwe pull itself out of this inflation crisis? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video insightful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content on economic issues and other fascinating topics. See you in the next video.